Have you ever seen happy angels ensconced in glass? Most likely not, but I think this design would make one happy window of stained glass. Back in 1981, I was always trying to find new ways to paint timeless themes. I would take a subject and think, Lord, what new twist can I give this idea? For instance, I wanted to convey that awesome night above Bethlehem when angels burst through the sky, announcing peace and good tidings of great joy. Luke chapter 2 describes it this way. It says, "Suddenly, a great company of heavenly hosts appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, 'Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace to men on whom his favor rests.'" In many paintings, angels can look overly romanticized, and in others they can look a little austere. But I thought, if I were an angel announcing the incarnation of Jesus Christ, come to save the world of their sins, man, I would be excited. I would be so glad. So how do you paint that breathtaking moment? Well, first, I needed someone to pose as a model of a happy angel. And so I asked my secretary, Susan, to drape herself in a white sheet, stand on a stool, hold an olive branch in one hand, that's the peace on earth part, and then with her other arm, exuberantly stretch it out wide, even stretch the fingers apart. "And dear Susan," I instructed her, "you must do all of this while laughing." So she posed this way and that while a friend snapped scores of photos. And from the collection of pictures, I was able to sketch a rough draft of my very glad angel. Part of its happiness in this painting is the shape of the wings. I studied the wings of dozens of birds, not vultures. Birds of prey have feathers whose tips curve downward, but the wings of a dove curve slightly upward, and that subtle suggestion conveys something good. I chose a fine-tooth illustration board and used pen and ink to outline the sketch. From there, I filled in the wings and the angel with very thin, pale watercolor. I bunched the robe around the angel's feet, making it look as though it were floating in air. And then I faintly filled in that sky with pastel pencils. I also used pastels to fill in the angel's hair. Don't know if angels have blonde hair. No idea. Then I decided to add a sprightly touch in the sky, the word joy in the style of Hebrew lettering. But I put the rest of the phrase, "to the world," under a horizontal line down here. That's to convey the heaviness of earth. It anchors that phrase to the earth. To reinforce the idea of the earth's weightiness in sin, I drew heavy mountains. See them right here? Heavy mountains over those words, "to the world." And as I wheeled back and looked at my happy angel, something seemed to be lacking. And so the final touch, I drew in ink the lines of stained glass to make the composition worthy of a church window.